Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. If you're new here, hi, my name is Bilgi. It's so lovely to have you here on my channel. So for today, I'm doing a guided tour of Durham University. I actually filmed this yesterday. I went to Durham so early, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I basically took you around for a guided tour of a city which I know so well and absolutely love. If you have watched lots of my other Durham videos before, then you already know I'm a graduate. I studied sociology. I graduated a few years ago now, and let me tell you, Durham is such a beautiful city, and I know so many people have unfortunately not been able to actually visit in person yet before their studies are going to commence this year, or maybe you're even going to be starting next year, or maybe you're just super early and ahead of the game and you're doing the research before you even apply. I've taken you round on a really thorough guided tour. Now, Durham is a small city, but there is so much to see, so I can do a part 2. Please do let me know if you'd like to see a part 2, because there's lots of colleges up on the hill and like a few others as well, which I couldn't get to. However, I can do another. So this is a really in-depth video. It's like a guided walking tour. You're going to really enjoy it, especially if you haven't been to Durham before. It's basically really immersive, and because I went at 6 o'clock in the morning, basically no one was there. So it's kind of like it's all for you. No one else is there. They're not going to be in the way. You're going to get to see everything. And I think it'll actually really help you to actually understand the city and sort of know whereabouts things are before you get here, which is great. I'll link all my other Durham videos for you down in the description box as well in case you'd like to check them out, because lots and lots of info, you know, about Durham, and I've shared it all. So do make sure you check that out as well if you're interested. And I'll jump straight onto the tour because it was a very, very good morning. I actually hadn't been into Durham City for what felt like the longest time. Like, it was months and months, and so many things have actually changed. Durham is like a really sort of up and coming isn't the right term, but they've made so many renovations to the city. There's so many new bits. There's even a new college called South College. So let's jump straight into the tour. Let me show you what Durham's all about, and I really, really hope you enjoy. And if you do enjoy, please do remember to give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel as well. Let's jump straight in. Alrighty then, we have officially landed in Durham. So exciting. So this is where Durham University Sport is often held. This is the race course, so if you're doing cricket or anything like that, or if you just fancy a kick around, this is where you'll come for that basically. So there's the cricket club just there. So there you are if you like to do that as a sport. And then basically if you like to do nice jogs and stuff around Durham, this is where you'll go. The main body of sport at Durham is actually held at a place called Maiden Castle, which is somewhere completely different actually. It's up here and then way over that way. But yeah, if you're going to be doing cricket, that's where it's going to be held. And there's a field just there where people often go and just have a kick around, like play football and stuff, or do yoga in the summer. I think he plays cricket as well. And we are now heading up Old Elvert, which is where lots of other lessons are also held. So if you're going to be studying sociology, any fellow sociologists, you know, hit me up, because that is the subject that I did as well. This is where lots of your seminars will be. Your lectures will be in a place called New Elvert, which is relatively close as well, but I'll show you when we get there. As you can see, it's already starting to look really autumnal. It's actually only the start of August as I'm filming this, and it already has really got that autumnal crisp freshness in the air. If you didn't know, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm doing this tour, so it's super early and it's got that really nice crisp autumn vibe in the air, which I personally really, really love. And here we are at the big red door, aka the Department of Sociology. If that's what you're going to be studying, a social science, then lots of your seminars will be held here and in the building, which is just next door. Onwards and upwards down the rest of Old Elvert. This here is the Dun Cow pub. This is a really popular, cute little pub in Durham. It's a very like local pub, and it's got really cute flowers on the outside at the moment. So if you're looking for a quiet drink with your friends, this is a cute little option for you. Anyone who's going to be doing sport and exercise sciences, your lessons will also just be held here. This is number 42, and the sociology building and the Dun Cow are just there. So they're all really, really close to each other. This is literally about 3 minutes away. And just on the opposite side of the road, we have Hotel Indigo. This is actually a converted police station, and it's now got a Marco Pierre White steakhouse and grill and stuff in there. And it's a really nice hotel, super, super bougie inside. And it also has a coffee shop called Tinderbox, which is just on the side of it there. So if you want to study somewhere that's a little bit more secluded, because not as many students go to that coffee shop because it's so brand new, then that would be a great option, because there's also a Starbucks which is just here, which I'll show you, because you know Starbucks is obviously a point of interest in Durham, and the students, the one which is just here at the end of the Old Albert, is definitely a hot spot for studying because everyone congregates in there. You know, if you're looking to bump into your friends, that's definitely the place to sit and study. And just on this road here is Hildbeed College. Basically you follow the road along and then Hildbeed is just here. So I might be able to show you that today, but if not, it's literally like a 4-minute walk from this point. Okay, so correction to what I said. This is no longer Starbucks. It's been a while since I've actually been into the city of Durham. This is now a coffee shop called Paddy and Scott's, but you know, it'll serve the same purpose. I'm absolutely certain that this is where people will come to do their studying and stuff as well, but it's not Starbucks. But there is another Starbucks up on North Road, so do not fear if you love a Starbucks, there is another. And we're now walking up into Durham City, and this is the main road. So if you live in the viaduct in your second year, you'll have to walk up and down this way to get to your lessons, which are on New Elvet. New Elvet is just located there, and this is a beautiful view. Okay, so if you like to do rowing, lots of rowing will happen here. As you can see, there are some rowing boats just there, and there are also some bars and stuff. So this place here is called the Boat Club, and that does lots of freshers events usually. I'm not sure how freshers is actually going to be organised this year, but usually they do like lots of nights out and stuff there. As you can see, it's super cute with the fairy lights. And yeah, this also this boat here, right, this is famous in Durham, this boat. This is called the Prince Bishop, and basically loads of boat parties happen on this. So I would be very surprised if you never go to a boat party on this boat, because they happen constantly. Sometimes after formals and stuff, certain colleges wear the Prince Bishop, so your college specifically can go onto it. So if that's something you enjoy, then you know that's going to be something you can definitely do. I think that you'll definitely enjoy that, because it's sort of like a rite of passage in Durham that you'll go to a boat party on the Prince Bishop. And also, let me just take you over to the other side. So Lumiere, which is a festival of light, often happens in Durham, and they usually do a really cool light installation just down there because there's a bridge. In fact, I'll probably be walking over that bridge a little bit later on in this guided tour of Durham City for Durham University. And this is just the river. So again, if you do rowing and stuff, you'll obviously use this river to do your rowing. There's also a walkway just there. As you can see, there's a little person just there on a little very early morning walk. And yeah, basically a very beautiful view of Durham. Onwards and upwards through the city. Okay, so I've just headed down a few steps and we are now at infamous Clute. If you did not know, Clute has actually been voted the worst club in Europe. So that's amazing. Actually, no, it was voted the second worst, but the first worst burnt down. So this has now got the title, and it's just down this street here. It's kind of like a back street. But yeah, basically you come in and out and this way. I think usually people walk in that way and then out that way, up here, and then back into the city. But yeah, there's also a nice bar and stuff down here, and also just like coffee and stuff. It's an extension of one called White Church and Flat White. They all kind of sort of linked together, and there's a really popular one which is just down here. Let me show you. This is definitely like a secret passage part. Oh, and also there's lots of bars and stuff down here too. In fact, this bit here might be worth showing, because this is again where lots of nights out and stuff will happen, when that can happen again. So yeah, here is a bar called Whiskey River, which does really fancy cocktails. There's the boat club that we just saw from over where the bridge is, and these are some steps to get up into the city centre. And again, another nightclub is Jimmy Allen's. So this is going to be a really popular place for you when you start going for nights out. And also, if you want to get a little head start on what the drinks are like, let me show you. They've got a board out currently which has all the deets. So these are some of the drinks you can get. There's some very popular ones. There's some that are kind of like a Durham special as well. One called it Johnny Woodgate. I actually never had one of them. That doesn't sound like my type of thing. However, that's like a really popular one. So yeah, these are just a few of the main bars and stuff. This is Flat White Kitchen. They do really good breakfast food and stuff in here. And then we're going to go into the main body of the city now. This is Chapter's tea room. This is a really nice tea room. So if you love a nice coffee, that is a lovely place for you. And now we're heading into the main bit of the city. So there's so many nice shops here. And if you love books, here is Waterstones just here. Lovely little Waterstones. There's also another one, which is just a little bit further up to the left, and they sell varsity sweatshirts and stuff. So if you want to, you know, get into the varsity collegiate vibe, they do cute sweatshirts. And the other one here is Fabio's bar and La Spaghettata. These are really popular as well. Lots of times people go to Spags for dinner and then go to Fabio's for the night out. So just a little bit of insight for you. That could be a very popular thing you end up doing quite a lot. There's a new waffle place called Waffle On. Have not seen this before. This looks very cute, and I bet absolutely delicious. So this would be a lovely place to go for a cute brunch, maybe a cute date. So many options and times you could choose to come here. Maybe just like with a friend, if you meet someone cute at college. There's just so many options. And up here we are heading towards the Bailey. So there's a lot of colleges up here, and lots of lessons are also held up here as well. So let's get going. And this is the part of Waterstones that I was saying is for students, that they do nice scarves, jumpers, books, loads of branded things. Super cute. As we head up here, this is the Keep Barber Shop, so good for getting your hair trimmed. And this is a really cute tea shop as well. Oh my goodness, it is the best. So sweet. And yeah, loads and loads to choose from up here. If you want like coffee shops, vintage shops even, there's a few new ones that have just recently opened. And here we have 2 ways you can walk. So basically, lots of colleges are here and the Cathedral is up here. But you can walk around and basically end up at all of them. So we're going to go this way here and I'll show you the Cathedral because, oh my goodness, of course, it is the main landmark in Durham City. Okay, and we have arrived at the Cathedral. As you can see, it's absolutely stunning. I'm here really early, so it's really peaceful, really quiet, tranquil, and it's just so lovely. So I'll just give you a moment to appreciate it. Honestly, how beautiful is it? It's just such a wonderful point of interest in the city, and you can go into it as well. Obviously at this time in the morning, I don't think it's open, but it's just such a lovely place to be able to walk around and just know that you have it right on your doorstep as you're studying here at Durham University. This building here to the left is where lots of lessons are held, and that there is a cafe. Just at the bottom here are where other lessons are also held. Also exams and stuff are often held there also. And there's the library, which is for just the Palace Green just there. They have like very expensive old books there, so that's like the type that you can only read in that library. You can't actually take them out. And Castle College is also just through there, so we will go and have a look at that. And if you were wondering which lessons are held here, this is the Institute of Advanced Study and the Department of History. And this here is inside the grounds of the castle. It is honestly so beautiful. There's some accommodation just up there. You'd have to share those rooms, so if you were lucky enough to get one, you'd have to have a roommate. And this is what Castle College looks like. As you can see, it's incredibly grand, absolutely stunning. You will have lunch and dinner, breakfast and stuff served in there. They have a beautiful undercroft bar, which is just through there. And this is basically the grounds of your college. Even if you're in accommodation at a place called Moatside, this is where you'll come for all the college events. And it's gorgeous. This is probably the most bougie college in Durham, and wow, you know, you can see why. Okay, so now we're on to the main body of the Bailey, and there are lots of colleges here, so let's go and have a look. There's a little walkway this way that leads to the bridge, which leads down to the Students' Union, and then where you can walk up to all the lessons and also to the Hill colleges. And then this way we have the rose window of Durham Cathedral, which I think is very beautiful. And then just opposite it we have St Chad's College, which is one of the first ones I'm going to be showing you. So St Chad's College is on 18 North Bailey, and it is a small and friendly college. This is probably one of the very smallest colleges which Durham has to offer. It's very, very oldie worldy. It's a traditional college, and basically the ethos of St Chad's is that everyone knows everyone. They also have a very epic bar. It's very beautiful and it is stunning inside. All the rooms are a little bit different. It has a really nice aesthetic, and if you really want that oldie worldy Harry Potter experience, then St Chad's is a brilliant option for you. As we head down here, we're heading towards part of St Cuth's Society. Now, St Cuth's is located in two separate locations, and this is one of them. Okay, so towards the bottom of the Bailey is St John's College. Again, a very small college at Durham, renowned for having a really friendly atmosphere, lots of people who are religious as well. It's got a really good community feel to it, and again, it's an oldie worldy one. It's traditional and it's really, really beautiful. And further down the Bailey looks like this. Nestled just at the bottom of the Bailey is this brand new learning and resource centre for St John's College. Now, on the website for St John's College, they actually write that they have the freedom to do things a little bit differently to other colleges, and they have this amazing new building. So if you're going to John's, you're going to have access to this really modern building that I think has probably got books in, learning resources. In fact, if we go up the stairs a little bit, we can have a closer look, because I've actually never been into here. It's very early, so I don't think we'll actually get in. But it basically looks like this is going to be a place where you can study and just do like work and stuff, but also I'm sure that they're going to have like a mini library and that kind of thing. They're obviously going to have IT facilities, and this is kind of like rather epic. It looks so amazing. This is what it looks like. I mean, with John's being such a old college, it's kind of really fab that they've just introduced this brand new, really high-tech modern building full of resources. So I've come back through to where that little entrance was so you can get to the cathedral the other way, and this is what it looks like. There aren't any lessons or anything around here, but there are some absolutely beautiful houses. So, you know, for the future, if you want to live in Durham, there's some very, very bougie, expensive looking houses. They're very rustic and oldie worldy. I personally really love that. And this is kind of what it looks like. There's kind of like a green section where there's lots of houses and stuff around. Very beautiful. And there's so many beautiful established trees. As you can see just through there, that is the cathedral as well. And it's just so, so lovely. It's got a really peaceful vibe, and for me, just walking around now so early in the morning, it is very refreshing. I do feel like it's a very tranquil place. So if you're ever looking for a bit of mindfulness in a place where there probably aren't going to be lots of other students walking around all the time, this is definitely a really lovely place to do that, and to get a little bit of clarity, a bit of perspective, and just a little bit of like me time. It's also a place in Durham that I feel like is relatively unexplored because there aren't like lessons or anything here, so it's a lovely place that you could make your own. And there's also a nice apple tree here, which is very, very established, very beautiful, and I'm getting all the autumn vibes now because the apples are out. Who wants to make a crumble? The world's smallest door for a fairy. And just down here, more cathedral view. And when it's actually open, you can get into the cathedral just this way also. Also, for anyone who likes to take Instagram pictures, this is like a really beautiful part of Durham to do so. The cathedral bells are currently going off as well. This is a sound you'll get really used to if you're coming to Durham, because it goes off all the time, every hour. And it wouldn't be a trip to the Bailey without visiting Hatfield College. This is what Hatfield looks like. As you can see, really oldie worldy. People sort of describe this as looking very similar to a boarding school, and it's because it has that kind of very schoolish vibe to it. It's actually undergone a lot of renovations recently. So they've redone the gym, they've redone the bar. There's basically a lot of newness at Hatfield College, even though it is very traditional. And then just opposite it, for any fellow thespians out there, there are the Assembly Rooms Theatre, and basically lots of university productions are put on here. And if you are going to Hatfield, this is going to be very, very convenient for you because all your rehearsals and stuff will be held here, performances will be here, and then, as you know, there's lots of cute bars and stuff along the street. So to celebrate the success of your performances, you'll then get to go and celebrate in the bars and stuff on the Bailey, and then further into the city too. So very fab and a beautiful theatre. Can't come to Durham without actually looking at Market Square. So this is Market Square in Durham, and this is what it looks like. There is a really cute bar here and pub called Market Tavern, which is probably one of the nicest in Durham in my opinion. And this is basically just what Market Square looks like. So there's a big Boots there for any of your beauty essentials, all your beauty needs. And big Tesco is just down there, and then further down there, that's the way to the viaduct. So basically North Road is also there. They have like some different shops and stuff. I'm thinking of doing a part 2 of this tour because there is literally just so much I can possibly show you. There's just so much to the city, and I feel like for one video it's a lot. But do let me know if you'd like to see a part 2 because there's lots of other places that I can explore with you and show you as well. So let me know in the comment section if that's something that you'd like to see. Okay, so there we have it. That is my guided tour of Durham University. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this. I had so much fun walking around the city and just getting to see it again. It was such a refreshing experience for me. It's so lovely to walk around a city that, you know and love and studied in as well. For me, it's really nostalgic. And even though I actually still live relatively close to Durham city itself, it's just always such a nice place to go. And because it's like feeling all autumnal now, oh my god, it just felt so, so nice. So I really hope it helped to give you a bit of a flavour, a little bit of an essence of what Durham's all about, because there's honestly so much to the city itself. Like I was saying in the intro, if you'd like a part 2, let me know, because I feel like there's lots of other hidden gems in the city that I haven't managed to show you. Like there's a few other colleges, and if you want to see like a tour of all the hill colleges, do let me know, because they're kind of like all on the hill, obviously, one after another. So if you'd like to see that, and then also a bit of a tour around the library, let me know down in the comment section and I'll be sure to film that for you. If of course you've got absolutely any questions at all about Durham, please do leave me a comment as well, because I pretty much know almost everything there is to know about the university if you're going to be a student, what the living situation's like in colleges. So if you want to know anything from like what the ethos is like at different colleges, to nightlife, to lessons and like walking between lessons, shopping in the city, anything at all to do with Durham or the university, please do let me know and I'll be sure to get back to you. So if you did make it to this point in the video, thank you so, so much for sticking around. I really, really appreciate it, and I really hope that you found this useful, interesting, informative, enlightening, all that good stuff. If you did, do remember to give it a thumbs up, do subscribe to my channel as well. That would make me very, very happy indeed. I love you all so, so much, and I'll see you again very, very soon in a brand new video. Bye!